Hello people, welcome back to the episode of Relating Me and You and Me through YouTube, and here I am with another video which is actually going to be a challenge. It's been quite some time since I did any challenge on my channel, so I thought it's time for that one. And the challenge that I'm going to do is follow all the latest trends of 2020 and do my full face of latest trends. So what we are going to do here is we are going to open Google, type the trend that we want, and then just follow that on our face. For example, if I am going for an eye makeup trend, so I'm going to type an eye makeup trend 2020, click on it, press enter, and then whichever picture or image comes first, I am going to recreate that on my face. Same way I'll do for my brows, same way I'll do for my base and lips. So that's what we are going to do, and that is what the challenge is about. And I'm really excited because this turned out amazing. As you can see, it's looking so pretty, glowy, natural, yet extremely smoky and glam. So that's what we are going to do, and without me much blabbering, let's just directly get into the video. Let's begin. For the primer, I am going to use this Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. This is the sample size known as Smooth and Blur, and that's a sample size which I got free. I don't know why everything is falling apart. So yeah, I was saying I got this free with the concealer that I bought. I'm going to take that on my fingers, warm it up a little bit, and go across my face to have a nice, clean, smooth canvas. Now when you are applying a primer, try to concentrate it on the places where your foundation breaks the most, or where you have problems that your foundation doesn't stay or crack or anything like that. Just concentrate your primer more to those areas. Mine is this nose region, so I just make sure and be extra careful that I apply a good amount here. When you are applying your primer, just push it into your skin along with spreading it all around so that it nicely goes into your pores and creates a barrier between your outer layer of the skin and the inner layer, so that the oil doesn't seep into your makeup. So this is a really nice way to press your primer inside. Now the next and final step is going to be using this Farsali Skin Tune Blur. This is a very optional step. You can say this as an extra step, but as I said that I have huge pores, it is important for me that I take care of those. So I'm going to apply this on this, concentrate on the region where I have a lot of pores, so that I can take care of them and make sure they are not visible. So as you can see, I am applying this on the region where I have this problem a lot, and not all over my face, because I've already applied a primer which can do a good job of just priming. This is for blurring and taking care of those pores. So let's just start with the eyes first, because I want to make sure that my face looks good, and if there is any fallout from my eyes, I don't want that to get on my face. So we definitely start with the eyes, and let us see what is trending in eye makeup. Eye makeup trends 2020. We'll open the images. Okay. The first image is by cosmopolitan.com, which says biggest makeup trends 2020. So it is a smoky lifted cat eye with a really nice same colored waterline and a lot of nice foiled eyeshadow on your eyelid, but at the same time it has smoked out, but not with black, but something that's deeper than the lid color. Okay, that's interesting. So I have to find out something that is the shades that I have should be foiled, and then I should have something deeper to blend out and make it look smoky. And also I have to make sure that I lift it, because we all know cat eye is trending and that is what is shown here, kind of. So yeah, let me search for a palette which has shades like this. I'll try finding similar shades like this one. Let's see what we find. So I found these two palettes that I can use, which have a really nice color scheme that's there in the picture. One is this one and the other is this one. This foil shade will match really well with what she has done. Okay, so since I have figured out on one side what I want to do, I am going to show it on the other side to see how to do. First, I'm going to use this P. Louise base. Take a little bit on the back of my hand and then take it on my finger and apply it all over my eyelid. And now from the Fabulous Tease Me palette, I am taking this shade Orgasm on a nice tapered fluffy brush, dust off the excess, and I'm going to just directly put it on my crease like this, straight, on a perpendicular angle. And then open my eyes nicely. Take it to and fro so that it deepens my crease. The whole purpose of doing this is so that I can deepen my crease. Start little by little and then build it up. Do not go all the way once that you regret it later, because it is easy to build it up but it's really difficult to tone it down. The pigmented shadows, that's the deal. And now I'm slightly winging it up. I am not following my crease shape because I have to lift my eyes up. So I'm just winging it out from here like this, very lightly. And I am going to repeat this process until I am happy with the pigmentation and the depth. Because if you see the photo, she has a really nice deep eyelid, and that is what we are going to do here. I'm taking this Inglot palette. This is the customized ones, and I'm taking this shade which is very nice in maroon, deep maroon shade, kind of wine. I'm going to start blending the initial shades that I have on my eyes, covering all that because I just wanted those shades on my crease. And now all above my crease, I'm going to put this maroon all across. Make sure you don't do anything on this region because we want a wing here and we want a lift here. So I'm not going to do anything there. I'm just right now concentrating on the inner region of my eye. Now when you are taking that maroon, make sure you're coming down from here, because as I said, we want that lift. So you have to make sure you come down from here and don't make it straight, otherwise you'll have a round eyelid, which we don't want right here. So I'm concentrating it here and then bringing it down from here and taking it all the way to the nose. Now we are going to start with this. I know right now it is not looking very blended, and that's completely fine because we are going to do that further, but I just want to get done with this maroon. Now from here I'm going to start that flicking out. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm creating the frame for that cat eye or the eye lift, and then we will start blending them. Right now just create the frame. And now I'm going to fill this region up the wing, because the wing has to be really dark and concentrated as she has, so that it looks smoky. So I'm concentrating it here, and if you see, when I'm concentrating it, I'm holding it really tight and close so that I have better control, because I don't want to blend. When you want to blend, you have to hold the brush from far, but when you want to concentrate, hold it close. And now here, to create more smokiness, I am taking this shade, which is a shade darker than the wine shade that we were applying earlier. Now I'm taking this small pencil kind of a brush, liner brush, that comes with Maybelline gel liner. I am mixing this wine and this darker shade that I used, mixing them both, dusting off the excess. I'm going to connect my lower lash line. I'm doing this just on the outer corner. Connect my lower lash line to the upper work, to the upper wing that I just created. And if you think your wing has extended a little or it is not having the enough lift, just clean it up like that. And you see, it just works fine. That is why I did not wanted to do my base first today, because this way you have a lot more space to work with your eyes, and there's no fear that you might ruin your base or anything. So that is why this just works good. And now I'm taking this small brush, Sigma E36, taking the shade Dare Me, which is a very light pink shade, very light, and I'm going to start blending. Now when I'm blending, I'm holding the brush really far, and then 50% on the initial shade, and I'm going to start blending it. Now this is a very nice soft brush and can work really well for blending. There is no rocket science actually in blending. You just have to make sure you give it enough time and work it really well for it to blend. Now I'm taking off the residue from the brush, taking the shade Charming, which is exactly my skin tone, taking it on the tip of the brush. And then I'm going to blend the extreme edges so that it looks like my skin tone. And now when I have blended and I am happy with the blend, I am going to continue with the lower lash line, taking the shade Orgasm again on that same small brush that we used from earlier. I'm going to go in now. As you are going inwards, here if you see here, the line is thickest, the lower lash line is thickest, and then as you go inwards, it should start thinning out, and here it should meet your corner here. So just like this. Taking the shade Dare Me, the lighter shade, going towards my inner corner. And this is how it should go. Thick from here, and then as you go inwards, it starts thinning out. I'm again taking the shade Kiss Me Now this is the shade actually that we are going to put on our upper eyelid, but I'll complete the lower lash line first, and then I'm going to start putting that very close to my lash line. Not exactly on the lash line, but really close to it. So this way it's going to tie the whole look together. Concentrate that Kiss Me on the inner third part only of your eye. Don't go extremely out with that. No, just here. And this is how your lash line should look like. So now before going to the eyelid, I am going to take this Masquerade palette by Juvia's Place, and I'm taking the shade Giza, very nice highlighting shade, on a tapered brush. I'm going to put that on my inner corner, because if you see, our inner corner is very nicely highlighted with this kind of shade. So I'm putting that, and also on my brow bone. I'm just going to blend that in so that your highlighter shade doesn't show up very differently and stark. So take that initial brush without any pigmentation, just do small circular motions so that everything looks blended. Finally, taking this flat brush and taking the shade Kiss Me on it, I'm going to start applying it on my eyelid. Now till here you might not really find it uplifting and looking like a cat eye, but this final step is going to do the trick. So I'm taking this Color pencil in the shade Sexy Stiletto 009. This is a pink color pencil, multi-purpose pencil, and now I'm going to do my upper and lower lash line with this. Taking this brown eyeliner, liquid liner, because I think liquid liner can only do the trick for me. It is a very precise one, so I'm going to build that inner wing with this liquid liner. So this is the eye look we have achieved, and I think I did a pretty decent job. What do you think? You think it's looking nice? I think it is nice, clean and smoked out. So after eyes, the next trend we are going to follow is brows. So let's just see what we have for brows here. So we are going to do, instead of eye, we're going to put eyebrow makeup trends 2020. And what do we have in images? Oh, it's the same image again, but if we generalize it overall, they're having nice filled, everybody is having nice filled brows. It's just that it's not cleansed or made that Instagram style. It is not shaped up, but apart from that, they have filled up the eyebrows. If I see this picture of 3 models, again by Cosmopolitan, 15 biggest makeup trends. So yeah, we have to fill our brows, make it look a little bushy and not clean them up. Let's do that. And I am using this PAC eyebrow cake in shade number 1 and using this professional again PAC eyebrow shaper brush. I'm going to mix these two. Just make sure there's no sparse region. So I think this should be good. And now I'm using a spoolie to just brush them and make them look bushy. You have to just brush them outwards, that's all you have to do. I think if I had a clear mascara that would have done an amazing job, but I think we can work like this. Take your brow in from here and then roll your spoolie. That should also do the job. So what we see here is very natural looking dewy glowy base, but which has really nice sharp contour and highlights going on, but still looking absolutely natural. That is what we're going to achieve now. Okay, now we are going to start with our base. As you already know, we have done all the skincare and everything. I'm just taking a normal tissue and going to wipe off if there is any excess oil. Just dab it, don't drag it. That increases aging. We don't want. It speeds up the process of aging. So as we studied and broke down in the picture that there is good highlighting and contouring going on, but it is looking very natural. So we'll start with highlighting and contouring and then blend a foundation on top of it. So that way all the highlighting contouring is there but not very harsh and sharp. So I'm using this Wet n Wild concealer in the shade Fair Beige. So this is a really nice concealer, very pocket friendly, and also it's a highlighting one. Blending all that out, but I'm not going to totally blend it, just dab it a little bit on place, not blending because we want this to see through our foundation. So if you blend it completely, you might not see it through your foundation. So just blend it on place so that the product is evenly distributed. The whole purpose of blending here is to distribute the product evenly and nothing else. And now since we want that lift here, you can extend your concealer this way, so it will give you that eye lift. That's another trick to lift your face naturally without any procedures. Just take your concealer up this way, so it will give you a lifting effect. Contouring, I'm using this MAC palette in the shade Medium D. I'm going to take this dark shade on an angled brush. And for the foundation, I'm using these two. So this is Huda Beauty in the shade Custard 220N, and this is Nykaa Skin Genius in the shade Pure Ivory. I'm going to mix this. The reason being, the Huda Beauty one is really long lasting and has nice coverage to give me an overall even skin tone, while the Nykaa ones is really dewy and it is not long lasting and not transfer proof. So I thought I'll mix it with the Huda Beauty one, which is more long lasting, and I think they can work fine together. So I am mixing them both together to have that dewy effect of Nykaa while the coverage of Huda Beauty. Take your time to blend everything so that it looks natural as they have shown in the pictures. I hope you can see how nice and blended my base is looking, and at the same time it's looking absolutely natural. Now, just to set everything in place, but we have to make sure that the glow doesn't go away. So I'm going to use this Lakme 925 natural finishing powder infused with aloe vera and green tea extracts. That is what they say. This powder actually has a little bit of sheen to it, so I'm taking some of it on the container, taking my beauty blender, taking some of that powder on it, dabbing off the excess, because as I said, we don't want everything to go away, like all the glow. We just want it to settle in place. So I'm going to set everything with this powder, keeping that glow on place. I'm not going to set my whole face with it because my whole face doesn't need setting. I am just setting my T-zone and my under eyes, which creases generally. So these two areas, otherwise everything is okay because I don't get oily on the other places. It's just this region which gets oily. And if I use excess of powder, it's going to look like you have done makeup. I mean, there's nothing bad in that. It's just that the trend that's going on is natural and glowy. Hence, we want to keep that. And also, when you are applying the powder, make sure to push it into your skin. Again, keeping it natural. I'm just doing my smile lines and my T-zone, as I said. And that's all the powder I need. Also, there's very nice bronzing going on over the picture. So we are using this Faces bronzer on a fluffy brush. Bronze my forehead. Since the bronzing is looking very natural, we don't have to go heavy handed. Keep it natural as you can. Now for the blush, as we saw, it's a very nice pink blush. So I'm using this Maybelline palette Master Contour by Face Studio. It has this nice pinky blush which has amazing pigmentation and looks very, very natural. So I'm just going to apply that and bring it till here, because if you see the pictures, the whole purpose of doing everything is to lift your face. That is what is done in the pictures also, and that is what I am trying to do here as well. To make your skin look more natural, bring your blush towards your cheeks and also dab a little bit on your nose. Highlighter, as we want everything to look very glowy and natural, I am using this sugar highlighter in the shade Gold Gold, and this is how it looks. I'm going to take some of it on the back of my hand. Now the way I am going to apply it is going to be absolutely necessary for this look. Some of it on the back of my hand on a flat brush, spread it evenly all over the brush, and then start applying it. So this way it is not going to move your foundation and the makeup but still look natural. And then just take your beauty blender, dab it in place. Everything is nice, glowy, highlighted, and we are done with our base. The last step is going to be makeup setting spray, because of course everything should look melted. So this is going to do your final deal of making your makeup look absolutely natural yet glowy. Now let's go to the last part, that's going to be our lips. So what are we going to do here is lip makeup trend 2020. Why are we getting same picture? I am just wondering. Like every time I got these cosmopolitan ones only. Anyways, so what are they showing here is that if you have the kind of eyes that I have, you go for a simple nude lipstick, extremely nude. Basically, if you have color on your eyes, keep it nude on your lips, and if you don't have color on your eyes, like third picture one, you go all out with a bright lipstick. But since we have extremely smoky eyes going on, we have to go with a nude. So for the lips, there's a slight ombre going on, so that's what we are going to do. I'm using these Huda Beauty lipsticks in the shade Wifey and in the shade Bombshell. So taking off the Access lip balm first, I'm going to start with Bombshell, apply it all over my lips. It's a nice pinky nude kind of a shade, so that will go really well with our eye look. Taking the shade Wifey, which is this very nude shade, just going to apply it on the center. So guys, that's how full face of the latest makeup trends of 2020 is looking like. A very nice colorful smoky eyes with an absolutely natural looking dewy face, which is well sculpted but still looks absolutely natural, with an ombre nude lip, and I think it looks stunning. I don't think there can be anything better than this. So yeah guys, that was another challenge completed. Well done, and the results are amazing. I love it and I don't know what to say else. Anyways, that's all for this video. If you like it, give it a big fat thumbs up, and if there is anything that you want me to make videos on, drop it in the comment section below. I'll be more than happy to do it. And guys, please subscribe to the channel, because you all watch the videos but don't subscribe. I mean, it doesn't cost you anything. Go ahead and click that red button, make it great. Okay, until then, take care. Ta-da!